Hi, Dr. David James here. In this edition of HypnoThoughts, I want to talk about hypnosis in the body. Many times people come to hypnotherapists to release weight, to stop smoking, to find a better way to be in relationship, to increase prosperity into their lives, to be in touch with their higher and divine self. But one area that you don't often hear in the popular media us talk about, and so I'd like to focus on today a little bit, is how hypnosis can help your body recover its proper and healthy function. And it's not surprising because, as we've said in previous editions of this talk, we know that the subconscious mind has all of our autonomic bodily responses that it takes care of. You know, at no point today did you say, oh shoot, I forgot to beat my heart, or oh man, I forgot to breathe. The reality is that's happening automatically, that your subconscious mind is taking care of that. But one of the things that we know more and more now is that not only does the subconscious mind help us with by just maintaining proper balance in hormonal levels and energy levels, but that we can actually, using the power of our mind, affect how our body lives in this world. So, years ago, doctors coined a phrase called the placebo effect. And when you think of placebo effects, very often you think of little sugar pills and then suddenly people feel better or don't. But the placebo, the word itself means that I will heal you. So the placebo effect is actually the power of your mind making changes in your body to restore you to wholeness and health. And we've had case after case after case in the media about this. We've had people seemingly rise from deathbeds. We've had cases where people have been healed from cancer, from multiple sclerosis. I have one client, for example, who came to me in my other office in Tarzana, suffering from ALS, or we call it Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a degenerative neurological disease. She came to me in a wheelchair because she wanted to work on depression, because hypnosis is really effective with anxiety and depression. And I said, absolutely, but I recently began to study the power of the mind-body connection. And I said, would you like to play with me a little bit? And she looked at me and I said, serious? I said, would you like to play? Let's pretend we're gonna change some of your symptoms. We're gonna restore some of your bodily functions to you. And she goes, oh, I don't think that can happen. I said, well, if we just play and nothing happens, then we've just had fun, right? And I said, if you see change, then we've had fun and you see change. So how about it? And she said, okay. Well, we've worked together pretty consistently now for several months. When she came to me, she was in a wheelchair. Couldn't get out, couldn't walk on her own. Now, she's using a walker. She doesn't need the wheelchair anymore. And our goal in 2 months is she'll be using a cane, as she's actually reversing the symptoms of ALS through the power of her subconscious mind. Harvard Medical School has done tons of stories on how, for example, people with broken bones heal in a third the time faster if they have hypnosis than those who don't. And like I said, we've seen people have tumors reduced. We've seen people healed from cerebral palsy. We've seen people with what has been called hysterical blindness. They were blind and now they can see. One great case is where a man was in a terrible accident at work. He was a silver worker, and he burned both of his eyes with hot silver and was blind. Well, the common treatment for this, of course, is transplant surgery, but as you know, with transplants, the likelihood of rejection, the body saying, this is foreign to me, is really something profound. And that was this man's experience. He had 3 different experiences where he had the transplant surgeries and the body rejected him. Well, he went to the University of Arizona Medical School to a hypnotherapist there. And the hypnotherapist worked with him over 6 weeks and learned to actually communicate with his subconscious mind in a way that in the trade we call ideomotor responses. He was able to use body responses to questions that he was asking him to understand how the mind viewed the transplants. And of course, they viewed them as invaders. So using 4 weeks of very intensive hypnotherapy, 2 or 3 times a week, they finally got the subconscious mind to give these corneas a 3-month test ride That was the suggestion. Just let them be for 3 months. And then at the end of the 3rd month, if it's not working, then feel free to reject it. But if it is working, embrace it as part of your new body family. Well, that was 10 years ago. The man is still seeing today with those corneas. So the power of the mind to make powerful change in powerful circumstances, and I'm using the word powerful for a reason because I want you to understand that your mind is powerful beyond belief. You can heal any illness. We were talking earlier about incurable illness, and I truly believe there is no such thing as an incurable illness. We know that the body responds with every thought that we have. And so when we program the mind and we program the body to have these kind of powerful encounters with spirit, with their higher self, with ancient wisdom coming to life within them, we see powerful, did I mention powerful change? So, if you have a health challenge, I'd like to encourage you to come and work with me in my beautiful office in Beverly Hills. You could do it on Skype. I have clients in London, Manhattan, and Dubai that I'm working with right now. The client in Manhattan has cancer, and she has cut her chemotherapy medication down to almost nothing. And the doctors are surprised how well she's tolerating it. So nothing is off the table when it comes to hypnotherapy in your body. So until next time, I'd like to invite you to come to my website, davidjameshypnosis.com. Be in touch with me there, and let's change your life. davidjameshypnosis.com.